What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Twisty McFisty's Garage. So happy that you're able to join me today in my cold garage. No insulation. Sorry about it. We're hitting about 53 degrees right now, so it's 30 something outside, but I just got working out on the elliptical rider. You know, I think since Amberlynn, she named not hers, Crystal's parents' elliptical rider. She named it Nora, I think. So I think I'm going to go ahead and name my elliptical rider Norris, as in Chuck Norris, for being such a badass. All these years, it's so old. The elliptical rider actually came from my partner's ex from like, I'm gonna say it's like 25 years old now. But like none of the digital controls or anything work anymore. It's just permanently stuck on the hardest resistance, and that's all I can do. But that's fine. I track the workouts on my watch or on my phone. But yeah, Chuck Norris. We had a quick workout, but we had a fast workout. So I think I talked about that, like kind of varying your workouts and stuff. I only worked out for about 15 minutes, but I was pushing myself to go as fast as I could. Sweated out my sweatshirt. I changed. Let's show that. What's this? Disrespectful. Gorl World, you know. Apathetic facts, you know. Disrespectful moments. IG, you know. Man. So I thought I would talk about today, kind of go into Gorl World. That's a Gorl. That's not a GIRL. Gorl World is comprised of, mainly locals. They're usually out for trolling. But Gorl World has really the main star, which is Amberlynn Reed. We also have another creator by the name of Foodie Beauty. She is much more polarizing than Amberlynn Reed, if you can believe it. She definitely doesn't have that as much of a following because and I'm talking about Foodie Beauty, because she's super unhinged. She goes on lives, rages, goes in her community tab, rages, and deletes it, and yeah, she's a little bit, she's unhinged. And it's also starting to comprise of Anna O'Brien from Glitter and Lasers, and she started off as basically just on the Instagram and on the TikTok, making exercise videos or showing herself blogging in really pretty locations, wearing really pretty dresses, and doing all of this. But she started to show the behind the scenes from those picture perfect, Instagram, and behind the scenes is messy, which is why I think Anna O'Brien is definitely gonna have a seat at the Gorl World table. So Gorl World, yeah, it's morbidly obese individuals who are on the internet, who are freely putting their information out onto the internet. They're having time to think about it first, maybe create a script, maybe not, but they're thinking about this, and then words come out of their mouth, and it's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Amberlynn Reed, she's a pathological liar. besides being a narcissist, besides having BPD. She's not a good person. Somebody that has to tell you they're a good person over and over and over and over and over and over again, they're not a good person. Because it feels like they're trying to remind themselves that they're a good person, as well as trying to convince the audience or the viewer that she is a good person. She's not. Not at all. Not at all. I actually got into Gorl World through a creator by the name of Mr. Snowflake. He was making documentaries, and he made one about Amberlynn Reed, which was called Shaped by the Algorithm. Yeah, I bet you thought I was gonna say Victims of an Empath. That's a whole nother series about Amberlynn Reed. No. The first series I watched, it was like 13, 14 episodes of Shaped by the Algorithm. And I was hooked. I immediately was hooked. Number one, I saw qualities in Amberlynn Reed that I saw in myself. The narcissism, number one. Being a pathological liar, not so much. But the narcissism, that was the thing that hit me in the face. Her trying to manipulate every single situation so that she can be comfortable, so that she has her needs met, right? And I did the exact same thing. When I was a giant person, just like her, sitting there weighing over 500 pounds, I did the exact same thing. I would talk around in circles to try to get my partner to do something. One of the things was to go to Taco Bell. Even though I worked at Taco Bell, I still had a drunken, when I used to binge drink. So when I would binge drink, I would want to binge eat, right? And Taco Bell was my go-to. My partner wanted to have just like a normal date night, go out to the bar, have a couple drinks, have dinner at the bar, go home, right? No, not me. I wanted to get blackout drunk. Then I wanted her to drive me to Taco Bell. And then I wanted to order 20 some items. Cheese roll-ups, Mexican pizza, bean burritos, crunch wrap, chips and cheese. Doesn't matter. I ordered all of it. 5-layer burrito, beefy Frito burrito. Oof. I would order it, man. And I would, in my drunken stage, probably close to blackout, I would sit there and I would eat, and I would eat, and I would eat, and I would eat. I would feast. It was a once a week thing. It was the Fridays, always on a Friday. At the time, I wasn't really binging during the week, as much as it was always Friday. It was always going to be Friday. Sometimes if we went out to drink on a Saturday, I would still try to pull that same fucking move. Even if we had been to Taco Bell the day before, I would still try to pull it so that we could go on a Saturday. And why? Why? Because I was only concerned about myself. I knew that I wanted to binge. I knew that the binge monster was out and about and prowling. And I knew that Taco Bell was the answer to the binge monster. Completely disregarded my partner. Like complete. Didn't care what she was saying, didn't care what she wanted. Not take that back. Not that I didn't care what she was saying, because I did. But at the end of the day, my needs were more important. And that's what the shitty thing about being narcissistic is it's all about you. I know exactly where I got that from. It's a trait that I picked up from my dad. R.I.P. Daddy-O. But that was something I picked up from my dad. He had severe PTSD, and anything that we would do, it would have to be something that he could feel safe. He felt in control of the situation, right? Same thing as me, right? I needed to be in control because I didn't feel safe. A lot of the unsafe feelings for me that was limited was due to my immobility. I wasn't mobile. I couldn't get away from any danger. So, like, if I'd walk into a room and it was like super crowded, and I felt like I was just standing in the way of everybody and everything, you know, that my immediate instinct was just to bolt, because if something happened to me, I could never defend myself, right? So I would just flee those sort of situations so that I could be in a garage by myself in what we call in my safety zone, right? Everybody's got to have a safety zone. Some people it's the bathroom, tight, small quarters, right? It's just you behind a locked door with your thoughts. Mine turned out to be a garage, a little bit bigger than a bathroom, which I enjoy. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video was me talking about Gorl World. So me watching that Mr. Snowflake documentary just opened my eyes. Just completely, eyes were wide open, looking at a woman who has sat and lied for 10, 11 years about being on a weight loss journey, and all she's done is gain 300 pounds. Like, what? Right? And I'm thinking about this for myself. Like, my narcissism has gotten me to where I was, to where I was at that time. And where I wasn't anywhere that I wanted to be. You know, if we're talking longevity, we're talking about not trying to die for a second time, right? I'm the one who's the heart attack survivor. Eek. You know, having a heart attack at 33 and not realizing until you're 44 that things have to change. That was a big risk. It was a big gamble that I took. And the fact that I'm still alive, I don't know. Whatever the higher power is, whatever my destiny is, you know, I definitely haven't fulfilled it. I haven't met it. I haven't met the right people. I haven't met all of the people I need to meet. I think these videos are a good way for me to meet other people that need to maybe hear my message, that you can come back from being a 400 or 553 pound person. You can absolutely come back. You can recover. And yeah, even as a middle-aged woman, right? Amber Lynn Reed is 34. She's a year older than when I had my heart attack. And I'm surprised she's made it this far without having a heart attack. But it's not too late. Amber Lynn Reed. I wish I could just talk to her and convince her, but I know that that's not going to do any good. I know that Obese to Beast could have come up to me and talked to me when I was at my heaviest and tried to motivate me. And I don't know that I would have received that message. The same way Amber Lynn Reed hasn't received any message, whether it be from her comments. Like, if that's not exactly what she wants to do, she doesn't hear it. She blocks it out. But seeing her, watching her grow into this absolutely terrible person, that was the wake-up call that I needed. I started Ozempic about a week before when I came across Amberlynn Reid for the first time. And funny story, I came across Amberlynn Reid from watching Drag Race. Swear to God. Candy Muse was talking to, I think it was Mystique, and they were talking, or not Mystique, talking to somebody else, because Mystique was doing eras. She kept having her eras, this and that era, this and that era, and I thought it was hilarious. And one of the queens asked, maybe it was Jinx, I don't know. One of the queens asked Candy Muse, like, what is this era? Like, where did that come from? Very quietly, I hear Candy Muse say, oh, she's from YouTube, Amberlynn. That's what I heard. And that's exactly how I ended up searching for her on YouTube. I had no idea who she was. I swear to God. I just thought the Eras thing was hilarious, and if it came from her, I thought that might be, funny to look at. But thank God, Mr. Snowflake was the first thing that popped up, and not Amberlynn's channel. And I highly, highly recommend, if you haven't already, if you're a heavy set person that's looking to kind of change your mindset, go check out Mr. Snowflake. Go check out his documentaries. Like I said, watching a woman on a weight loss journey gain 300 pounds kind of puts things in a different light. Since I have kind of gotten involved in Gorl World, I'm even on Reddit. The Amberverse exists on Reddit. That's a fun place to be. If you guys are interested in Reddit, you can get caught up on Gorl World just through there. And it's a weird phenomenon, really. Gorl World is basically comprised of haters. Because these lolcows, part of it, they're trolling us. The other part is they're just not good people. And it is insane to see somebody act like that on the internet for clicks and views. We talk about mental health, having terrible mental health. Why are you on the internet? Your core audience is haters, people that actually don't like you. They would like you better if you got off the internet. That's something that's just crazy to me. But Gorl World, check it out. Check out YouTube. Go float around. I highly recommend watching reaction channels. I wouldn't go to Foodie Beauty's page. I would not go to Amberlynn Reid's page to support them, to give them the clicks, to give them that monetary reward. Don't do it. I do recommend checking out these individuals through reaction channels. The Ankle, he's a snarky one. Alex is shook. He's actually really, really sweet. I think he has probably some of the more nicer things to say. Same with Zachary Michael. Before Amberlynn Reid came after Zachary Michael. Both of those, Alex is shook and Zachary Michael, both usually typically have something nice to say, or they can agree with something that she said, or they've definitely got like that empathy bone to trying to figure out what about this person could possibly be redeeming, which I like that. Under the Hood, so that's Mr. Snowflake. That is his reaction channel, Under the Hood. Absolutely absolutely hilarious. I think did I mention the ankle? He's a snarky one. He's hilarious too. Salty Crab is another one. She does usually compilations. She also gets into glitter and lasers, which I like. Anna O'Brien. And of course, Apathetic Facts. Shout out Apathetic Facts. They're like an investigative kind of Gorl World champion. They seem to be able to find out things first. And they're a trusted source for information. My partner was checking out Gorl World, and it is not for her. And I said, you know what? That's fine. It doesn't need to be for you, but it is for me. And she was saying, like, how could you watch so much negativity, and why would you want to watch somebody fail? And the point is that nobody wants to watch her fail. That's the whole point. Nobody wants to watch her fail. I don't. I certainly don't want to see her fail. I want to see her lose the weight. I want to see her do what I've done, right? 553. I'm down. I'm down to 3. Look at that, dude. Like, I'm still fat. I'm not saying I'm not fat, but I'm not 553 pounds. I can stand up. I can stay standing up. And I'm not out of breath. My heart function has improved. You know that? You know that? After that heart attack, my infarction rate was 30 to 40. I'm up to 60. What's up? What's up? You can heal yourself. You can come back from this. Anyway, and I really enjoyed chatting with you guys today. I just had a few things on my mind and on my heart to talk about Gorl World. Oh, another creator that I absolutely love, and I hope that you check out, Karina Kaboom. If I remember, I'm going to link everybody's channels. Karina Kaboom calls out the lies. Like, this is what we love about her. She doesn't talk about Amber's health. Not one thing. All she is there to do is to call out Amber Lynn on her lies. Over and over and over and over. Karina Kaboom rehashes them, brings them right back up for Amber to remember. You lied about this, you lied about that, and now you're telling us this? Like, Karina Kaboom is there for the gaslighting, and I absolutely adore her channel for that. Figuring out what's the truth and what's not with Amber Lynn Reid. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me during this was my lunch break, workout time, and make a video, I guess, time. But if you like the content that I'm making, if you like to see my smile, feel free to give me a subscribe. Feel free to like the video, and hey, leave me a dang comment. Like, what are your thoughts about Gorl World? Do you know Gorl World? I have a ton of merchandise from Gorl World, and I'll be wearing it in the future. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care. Bye.